Greetings, brothers and sisters. I've gotten a lot of comments over the years of, you better hope Alec P. Baldwin doesn't watch your videos. He's got a temper and, just, I so many of these comments. And I never took them seriously, right? Never gave them much thought. But then one of my viewers sent me this. Alec P. Baldwin hits the beach in the Hamptons. Look at this Adonis. Look at this world-class athlete, this fighting machine, this unstoppable force. He's on the beach in the Hamptons, got his towel. He's got his hands cocked, ready to shoot a cinematographer. He just needs somebody to put a gun in his hand here, and he can start waxing beachgoers, elitist beachgoers in the Hamptons. There he is with his, saw that one already. And so Alec P. Baldwin, right? There's one here, I think. Where is it? Oh, I don't know. He's down here. Where he's looking at, this guy's ghoul hole open, yelling at his maid. That one. He's looking at the cameraman. That's the best. And so, I got a little bit of a beer belly too, but it's just funny because it's Alec P. Baldwin. So let's check in on the free agent. Here he is, Chris Cuomo, community free agent. And there he goes. He has this project here. Here was the video I showed the other day. He approved this douchey picture of himself, right? That tells you everything you need to know. Coming soon at Catherine White, show you are proud free agent by using the link in my bio for merch. Buying merch raises money that we will use to help others. So he has this thing coming soon. It's called the Chris Cuomo Project. Who's involved? Chris Cuomo. What is it? It's a project. And so this idea, though, that he says, show you a proud free agent. Again, he wasn't fired because he was trying to cover things and be truthful, and he was some sort of a truther, and CNN was suppressing him. They fired him for nepotism. They fired him because he gave away, information, journalistic information to his brother, and was helping his brother, who was the subject of a investigation and who was a story, and just the whole thing. I mean, he wasn't fired because he was such a free agent, right? Like he would go back to them in a second. Like it's not, it's like some dude who gets like stood up on prom. His girlfriend goes with somebody else at the last minute, dumps him like a week before prom, and he goes to the prom and is like, I'm a free agent. He's over in the corner weeping because, like, as he watches his girlfriend slow dance with her new boyfriend, and he's like, I'm a free agent, right? It's not, you got dumped. You didn't walk away with your head held high. You got dumped in an embarrassing way, and nobody else wants you, right? They don't, no one's banging at your door saying, oh, you're damaged goods. So you're a free agent because there's no one else that wants you. And so that's Cuomo's. But this is his chriscuomo.com from our blog. Forbes, without Cuomo, CNN 9 p.m. hour falls to lowest ratings of the year. So he's got a Forbes article, and that's it. Well, he's got the free agent stuff here. Something's coming, and we can smell it. Like, then he's got his free agent T-shirt. You buy his merch. Cuomo fit. This is him lifting weights, just in case.
Tell me when.
All right, good to go. All right, Chris doing palmar carries, full body movement, working fingernails to toenails.
He's in shape. Chris Cuomo. Another example. Look at him lift those weights. Look at him doing squats. tired of people always seeing perfect in their workout videos. Me too. So here I am being a dope. Well, like you always being a dope.
You have a super duper deluxe brain.
And so here's a guy who showing his journalistic skills while he's doing his squats. This is what makes him a good journalist. Lifting weights and being a dope and writing stuff like this up here and putting this all on his new website. This is Cuomo Fit. You can contact him here if you really want to. And, of course, you can get the T-shirt. So he's a free agent. Don't ever forget it. He's a free agent, and something's coming. All right, let's go to his Twitter page. What you're not seeing about the Ukraine war matters. Be free agent. There was that. Then he's got free agent mug. I didn't know he had free agent mug. It wasn't on your... Are you free? Are you free, everybody? Like, you know, he's free now. He's free from the multi-million-dollar job he had at CNN, where he sucked big time, and now he's sucking for free. Yeah, he's a free agent. Now he sucks for free. He doesn't get paid to suck anymore. There should be a mug that says, hey, I don't get paid to suck anymore. I suck for free. I'm editing the video, and I just realized Alec P. Baldwin and Chris P. Cuomo's, you know, they're very similar to Hunter P. Biden, right? Like, they're all kind of the same dude, right? Hunter Biden, Chris Cuomo's, and Alec Baldwin. They're interchangeable. Like, I should have a story about Hunter, but there's nothing new, at least that I know about. But just, you know, remember that they're three peas in a pod. Okay, so there is a Britney dance here. Reflecting back this week, this is a different take of this song. I know I've danced to it like a million times. This was filmed in April of 2021. But she has it. She's got plenty of dance out there she hasn't done yet. So what do you got, Britney? First she comes in grabbing her skin-tight mini shorts. You know, again, she always has the camera up here making her legs look small. There she goes. Okay, we've seen that move before. Twirls her head. Then she did that move. We've seen that before. Okay, spin around. Likes to spin. She's good at spinning. Then she grabs that, and she looks at the camera. Then she goes night-night. She walks away slowly. Put her hand to the air, praying for rain. She's doing a rain dance now. Swirl her head around. Hoping it will rain in her living room. And she's going to reach out to you. She's going to spin around again. She's going to do that with her arms. And she's going to look at you and smile and run away. Play the guitar. Do that thing with her hands. Do the thing with her hands there. Reach out to you again. Grab your throat. Spin around. And then touch down. Do that. Give a big smile, Britney. Spin like you just don't care. Spin and spin and spin again. And walk up slowly and do her hair. This must be at the beginning. And grab her shorts and jump around. Yeah, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Yeah, just spin around. Everything. Okay. She's done these all things before. And it all looks the same. It's hard to understand where it begins and where it ends because we've seen this dance over and over again. And people are always sending me things now where people are mocking her by doing the dance like her. So that's Britney J. Spears. So one of my viewers sent me this. Kris Jenner uses Amazon Glow to stay connected to her daughter Dream. It's got 1.8 million views, so it must be good. This is Kris Jenner here. She spawned all those Kardashian girls. Somewhere in California, Kris' third meeting of the day. Who is it?
Hi, Dream.
Hi, Dream. That's what happens when you name your kids something like Dream. So Dream's got all set up here. It's got some kind of snacks here. It's got some stuffed animals, a panda.
Thanks so much for squeezing me in this morning.
What are you up to, Lovey?
I'm working really hard.
She calls her Lovey.
Hard at getting my summer glow on.
She's got her summer glow on.
So what's on the agenda today, boss? Reading a book?
Wow, she's so annoying. Like she talks like that, I think, all the time. Like she's on some sort of. It's like she's like a QVC person that can't turn it off, right? She's like a walking QVC person.
Drawing a picture? Playing a game?
Let's play memory match.
I actually have a great memory. I can remember the names of all of my children and almost all of my grandchildren.
She can remember almost all of her grandchildren, including Dream.
Oh, somebody got a match. Woohoo! So, what's the latest?
Just living life.
That's exactly what I wanted to talk about today. Life. Listen up. Life is a game, and there are a few lessons I've learned along the way. Number one, always look.
You can get it now for $19.95. Usually it's $89, but we've dropped $60 off the.
Look at the world with rose-colored glasses. Très chic, Dreamy. Number two, a positive attitude is everything, and you should always see the glass as half full. Close enough. Oh, wow, are we gonna scan?
Oh man, this is such like. How did they get almost 2 million views on this thing?
So cute. Is there anything you can't do?
Wait till I play whack-a-mole.
Whack-a-mole.
Dang. Oh my God. This is so crazy.
It's so crazy. It looks nuts.
I won, woo!
And that brings us to number three. Be a good sport, because winning isn't everything.
Wanna go again?
Oh, you better believe it. All right, you little stinker.
Yeah, so winning is everything. She's already calling her granddaughter a little stinker.
And here's the most important lesson of all. Nothing beats family. Getting to spend time like this with you, that's the secret to my glow. Yes.
It's just they're like a plague. It's like the Kardashians.
I won.
You're doing amazing, sweetie.
You can see they edited these things in with a girl talking, you know, because kids are hard to direct. But she just talked about being a good sport. They're like just a plague, the Kardashian family. Get your glow on with Amazon Glow. I don't know what it even is. Like, is it the pad that she was using? What was it? Is it this thing, the glow, or is it the pad the girl was using? It's just so many unanswered questions. All right. One of my viewers sent me this. I saw it yesterday, and I decided now, or maybe today, and I passed on it. But then I thought about it, and I'm like, it's not every day that we get to talk about Khloe Kardashian, otherwise known as the big one. She and Tristan Thompson, who was, you know, kind of an NBA basketball player, are having another baby. I guess he cheated on her, and they are raising a baby together as bros, right? They had one baby named True. They got another one coming named False. I made these jokes before. I'll show you that. We go back to this here. It was a promo, and I really hadn't seen much of this show before, and I watched like a whole scene, right? Like I saw little trailers and bits and pieces, but this is a whole exchange here.
This ginger tea is really wild.
It's good for you.
It's good for you, this ginger tea. This is before she found out he fathered a baby with another woman.
Because you didn't want to take the ginger shots.
This morning, like, I could not speak. My throat was completely closed.
You're just sick and tired.
I am sick and tired of
Sick and
everything.
tired.
So we start the renovations.
This is in the clip. I think they were on the beach. She's sick and tired. They got to find the other one.
You know, you're going to have to pick up and move, and then you're going to have to relocate.
I like to make sure something's safe for True and comfortable and still something close.
It's so hard being a multi-millionaire. So here's the big one here. And this is the clip I showed. This is like my first taste of how bad that show actually was.
Relationship I go into, they're always disappointing and up.
Every time I post a video of True, she DMs me and she's like, she can't play by herself her whole life. In my head, when I was going to have
She can't play by herself. You know, she just can't be an only child.
kids,
They're ready for baby too. So this is like a couple years ago.
never ever imagined.
Plus, you know, she won't have any problem giving birth because, you know,
So, you know, you guys make fun of me for having a bigger vagina than most. Having an only child. And especially being on quarantine with her, I felt bad. Like she had no friends, she had nobody. And it was because, you know, they were isolated even from each other for so long. I don't know, True's getting older. And I just...
He's getting older and, you know, he's taking time off wearing a Lakers jersey, though he plays for, I believe, the Sacramento Kings. Taking his time off from his regular job of being dunked on by better basketball players.
I just feel like it's now time to have another kid.
Yep. I like
this is their decision-making process.
Here.
I have been thinking about wanting another kid for quite some time now.
Like her face is not right.
And I already
Like it's just, like how much plastic surgery went into this thing right here?
have a head start on that. I started the process a couple months ago when I froze my eggs.
She's been freezing eggs, right? Because she's got to pass on that gene, like to the future. Like she got to make sure that there's plenty of women in the future with extra large.
I'm gonna need you. We have to like line it up with your schedule,
No, I agree.
so
Yeah.
I can make embryos with my frozen eggs.
Oh, I'm all for it.
They're ready to make some embryos. Some people want to destroy embryos. Some people want to make them. It's a crazy world out there.
Okay, I think I'm ready to do the whole pregnancy thing again. This process might take time. I have no idea, so I just think start the process, at least be prepared.
I think it's gonna work.
I think it's gonna work.
Exactly. You know, I've always wanted like 4 kids, so I have Prince and True, 2 down, 2 more.
He's got 2. He wants a couple more. They're having a 3rd one. Anyways, that's the update on the big one. Okay, so I wanted to cover a heartfulness thing here. This is, again, for you heartfulness haters and people who are never going to do it. And usually I just cover this in my Journey series, but this is a quick little thing. But for you heartfulness haters, this isn't your chance to pile on or whatever it is, right? Like I understand that you're never going to do this or like it, or you're going to have a negative opinion about it. And that's fine. There's no reason to comment. This doesn't apply to you. But the people who have been open to it, you know, the people who have tried it, and a number of people from my YouTube channel have tried Heartfulness and are blown away by the cleaning and transmission, which are free services that are offered, right? Which is something where, you know, it's transformed my life. Very grateful for it. But the way that it's the organization, which is a volunteer organization, has handled everything, right? It's just a disaster. Like it just, you know, it keeps on getting worse. And the YouTube channel here, I was showing this to my wife last night. I wanted to show her the video with him being interviewed by this famous Indian philanthropist. But this is the Guru Purnima Day Live, and now they still have that bad thumbnail up there. They haven't got rid of it. Where Daji has, they have the moon. Guru Purnima means first moon. You know, spend time with the Guru, first moon in the summer, by some ancient Indian calendar. And they got him meditating here, right? Unity begins with you. And then this weird pose here, and it says, do you worship cows? Like, where are you going with this, right? Like, just a marketing fail. Like, every day the heartfulness system does worse. You know, like it adds some new level of suck to something that really has been wonderful for me and so many other people. Just, you know, just the thumbnails alone. This is the thing I was showing my wife last night. She hadn't caught up to my Journey series videos. But they're just, again, pushing the guru culture and, you know, all of these things. But just the thumbnails alone, like they have no concept. Like, don't they, you know, see that these videos, I mean, you have to have some idea of what things look like, right? What things are appealing. You know, this is a day where you're supposed to spend time with your guru in the Indian culture, right? In the guru culture. And they got 60,000 views, which is a lot, but that shows you, like, there's not millions of people doing it. They've lost members because on Guru Purnima Day, like everyone in India who does heartfulness, and even people, you know, who aren't, would meditate and watch this video. I watched it. Some of my viewers did. And so the numbers are dwindling here. I mean, the views here in the video, this is a channel that's supposed to have 350,000 subscribers and hundreds of thousands of, at least 100,000 regular practitioners of the system. And, it's failed, like epically, right? And it's driving people away. I don't expect perfection. I expect competence, right? Like, there just needs to be competence. And most of what I cover here is people being incompetent, right? And that's just choosing to suck, right? Because everyone can be competent at a job they've been given. Now, if you're doing a job that isn't given by God in your soul, it's a job that you shouldn't be doing because you suck at it and you don't have some divine mandate to do that job, then of course you're going to suck. So that's the other piece. People doing jobs they are not, qualified for and have taken because of, whatever power, whatever it is, right? But then there are people who are assigned to a job and they're incompetent, right? And being incompetent is also knowing what your role is in life, finding your place in this world, understanding what you're good at, and doing something, right? Like if you're lost and you need to support yourself and you take some crappy job that's not suited for you, we've all done that, right? Like everyone's worked a job that really isn't for them, but you just have no choice. But, you still can probably do that job competently because those jobs suck. And so just putting enough effort to be competent. Like I said, I'm not a perfectionist. I don't expect perfection because I don't deliver perfection. But I do a competent job here, right? Like I know I have basic editing skills, basic software skills. And I have good insight because of various, talents and doing the heartfulness meditation, connecting me to the divine, these things. And so my insights, I think, are, often spot on and maybe interesting to people, jokes and things, right? The videos are at least, competently made, right? But I don't, I leave errors in it all the time. Like earlier in this video, I called Dream. Didn't even know there's a kid named Dream out there. Of course there is. I called Dream Kris Kardashian's daughter instead of granddaughter. And I could have edited it out, but it just never is going to be clean because I made this video in the morning, and my voice is always deeper and hoarser, and sometimes my throat's a little tight in the morning, so my voice is going to sound different as the day progresses. But after I do work, my voice, I come in out of breath, and my voice is going to get higher. I just went outside and was. Me and my son are doing fencing, and I put up some barbed wire. I got it started because, he's not going to be awake till later, right? So, but I was hot, and I kind of pulled the back muscle. Not a big deal. Like, it's just whatever. But I came in, and, if I edited that portion, it would have sounded like, this is Kris Kardashian's granddaughter Dream, right? It doesn't matter. You can hear it sometimes in my videos if I have to edit something out. I was too tired. I was like, it doesn't matter. People know that's her granddaughter, right? If they don't, who cares? It's Kardashians. But it's not, that's not perfection. Like I could make it perfect or at least be more perfect, but it's just got to be good enough, right? And the part that's bummed me out about the heartfulness meditation is that I believe that the transmission and cleaning and the way the system works in transforming a person is perfection. And the way that they're running it right now, I mean, it's not just the YouTube channel. So many bad decisions. It's like it's beyond it, even incompetent, right? I mean, there's a lot of just self-destructive stuff going on, self-sabotage. That's beyond being incompetent, where people are just torpedoing their lives and their countries and their businesses and just doing everything possible to self-destruct. I mean, it's a time of self-destruction. I mean, it's kind of disturbing, but this is what happens when, there's an apocalypse and like there's overpopulation and things. I mean, these are some of the symptoms to a dysfunctional system that goes against the will of God. People get crazy. There's too many people packed in cities and there's overpopulation. People go crazy, self-destructive. And there's an end of a yuga and things are coming to an end. The same thing, right? It's just people are falling apart. I mean, I have the whole Hollywood celebrities dropping like flies on my other channel I cover. And it's just people are like imploding. I mean, you see it every day. Like there's some news of something really stupid and unnecessary taking place. And sometimes it even involves death or maybe even worse, like a fate worse than death. But it just like reeks of like failure and self-sabotage and, incompetence. And again, there's no reason for incompetence. Everyone should be able to do their job, be a parent, be whatever you are, play whatever role you have in this life, and do it competently. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to, you can't be perfect, but, get a C. Everyone can get a C, right? Everyone should be able to get a C at life. Like you should just be able to be average, get a C, not comparing it to other grades, but just what would be considered, okay, you got the job done. You just passed by, right? Well, I guess that would be a D. You're above just passing by. Like you're, you did it. You copy 70%. Everyone could get a 70, right? Everyone could get a 70 out of 100. What's the, bottom line of a C? Was it 70 is the bare minimum? I don't know, right? Who cares? Like, it's just a metaphor. But there should be, general competence, and there's not, right? It's like unbelievably, embarrassing. Like just, and the level of self-deception that happens, like when you talk to people and they justify their behavior, they leave out huge, facts and glowing thinking errors in their, their evaluation of themselves compared to other people. I mean, everybody compares themselves so much, or think of themselves so much better than the other people. I mean, that's the problem. Like if you're going to be honest with it, you're like, all right, I'm not that great. Like, this is, I can understand why. I mean, for me, I understand why, like, people don't like me, right? Like, not just on this YouTube channel, but in life, I mean, what I found, which is kind of disturbing, this goes to my last Journey series video yesterday. What I found, and I, need to cover this, make this more of a headliner in one of my videos. What I found is it's better to agree with people or to, not better, but it's, if you agree with people or people see you agreeing with them and you're likable to somebody, then they don't care if it's truth, right? Do you understand? Like, let's say Johnny Depp did all those things to Amber Heard. She's just unlikable. And, Johnny Depp is obviously, a twisted individual and, has connections to Satanism and Satanists. But Johnny Depp was much more likable, and Amber Heard was so unlikely, so unlikable. And it's better to be likable, and people will root for people even if they're the villain. Like you have shows about like serial killers and monsters and vampires, but they'll root for those characters if they're likable. Like if you create yourself as a protagonist, even if you're doing wrong, like Donald Trump or Joe Biden for their followers, and you see this time and time again. People don't care about truth. They care about liking or identifying or, people being like them. And then they'll root for you despite whether you're wrong or right? Or if you're wrong, they'll root for you even if you're wrong. And they kind of know you're wrong, they'll still root for you. They'll still vote for you. They'll still support you. And so it's more important to connect with people and be likable than it is to be truthful. And usually a truthful person is disliked for that reason, right? And so it's better to be a smoozer than it is to be honest. I mean, that's, our society. People just want to, they want to be inspired and motivated. They want to hear some story, and the story can be complete BS. But they'll still take somebody's BS story if, you identify and if you talk to people in a way where you connect with them, you have good interpersonal social skills. But if you're really truthful and honest and and you're doing good quality work, if you're rough, you're blunt, when your conversation, you're not, like you say things that are off-putting to people, they will totally choose a dishonest criminal over you, right? Because, the dishonest criminal worked them and smoothed them and, all these things with, flim-flam man and, con men and all these things. I mean, that's where we are, because people don't want honesty and they don't really want competence. They just want people to agree with their beliefs, and they want people to, put a little effort into winning them over and, smoozing with them and all those things, right? And that's just kind of sad. Only spirituality will save this world. It's Paul Roboto, definitely reporting for the Apocalypse and the Ascension. And we'll have a blessed day and be grateful.